Welcome to my channel. I am Joyce Marcellus, owner of Toxic Sweet Shop, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make a beef smoked rib. Here I start out with fondant and I add some tylose so it creates a more sturdier fondant close to a gum paste style. We are going to be creating the actual bones. I just kind of freehand shaped them with my hands and my palms, and these ribs are just for me to enjoy. Once you get those bones done, you're going to want to allow them to dry. That is why I did those first. Once you like your bones, you're going to let them set them aside to allow them to dry. And I like to work with pre-made Rice Krispie treats. I feel like they're the right consistency and they are perfect for sculpting. Once you get the desired shape, we're going to roll out some more fondant, but I had leftover yellow, so I'm going to first apply a yellow coat of fondant. I always feel that it's better to double layer fondant versus doing buttercream or some other kind of in-between layer between the fondants. This allows you to make more textures and allows you to not have to worry about the buttercream getting all over. I did add some more tylose to it just since it is a hot weather here and I didn't want to stick anymore. Okay, then you're going to roll out your final piece of fondant, which is the white, and we're going to cover the rib completely. Once it's covered, I used a crumpled piece of foil to texture the entire rib, and then I used our innovative SugarWorks tools to kind of give it more striations and more details. I will link below which exact tool I used. I also used a fondant kind of fan shell tool that actually gives it more of a breaking up the fondant, and then I went back and forth between the foil, the innovative SugarWorks, and that little fan fondant tool, and then I applied the bones. Here I'm using my wafer paper mixture. It is part grain alcohol and part water. You're going to soak your wafer paper, and once it gets nice and flexible, you kind of put it on top. This creates that nice skin smoke layer of the rib. You do have to allow the wafer paper to dry, so that takes, depending on the weather, it could take from 5 to 24 hours to fully dry so you are able to actually paint the actual rib. In the bottom description, I will write all the colors I use, but I started with some orange and pink to kind of get that kind of raw, the meat kind of color. The more colors you can layer, the better it is to create different dimensions. And then I used some ivory as well to kind of blend some of the colors. And then I will add some white gel color as well to actually kind of make the colors more solidify, and then I will go with some chocolate brown to start coloring. So I'll go between all the colors. Basically, I use the same exact makeup sponge and I just kind of repeat the coloring. I'll take some on, put some on, add some white, take it off, re-add it in. I mean, it's a lot of work to get the exact realistic food color, but the more you play with it, the more you see and you notice where to adjust and what colors you need to add more into it. I like to use the same exact makeup sponge because I feel like it keeps the same colors that I'm trying to continue to work with without me having to switch it out, and then it's just like really white versus it's kind of like a cream white now because of all the colors that were already on the actual makeup sponge. And I know I messed up, you guys. I did not record me painting the side completely, but just know that I meant between all the colors, which was the pink, the orange, the ivory, and the chocolate brown, and the white. And I just kind of went back and forth until I got the color as I liked. And I did add some pink around the edges because when you smoke rib, it always gets a nice pink ring around the meat. And I hope you guys enjoyed this beef rib tutorial. I know it was not completely on the coloring, but you guys will know once you guys play around how to do a beef rib. Make sure you guys like this video and give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and don't miss out on more videos.